All right, Cowboys Nation, buckle up because what I'm about to share with you today is nothing short of electrifying. The Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off a bombshell move that is already sending shockwaves through the NFL community. If you thought the Cowboys were done making moves, think again because Shiloh Sanders, yes, you heard that right, Shiloh Sanders, is officially stepping into the fold here in Dallas, and this could be one of the most significant hires the franchise has made in years. Now, for those of you who may not be totally familiar with Shiloh, let me fill you in on why this isn't just some minor coaching addition, but something that has the potential to redefine the Cowboys' defensive identity moving forward. Shiloh isn't just Deion Sanders' son, though that pedigree alone carries a ton of weight in football circles. Like, he's proven himself as a sharp, intelligent coach with real hands-on experience developing defensive backs at the collegiate level. He's young, hungry, and equipped with the kind of football IQ that you don't see every day, especially from coaches in their early 30s. His playing days saw him manning the safety position at a high level with stops at South Carolina, Alcorn State, and most notably Jackson State, where he also cut his teeth coaching alongside his father, the legendary prime-time Deion Sanders. So this hire isn't just about legacy or name recognition. It's about bringing in a rising star with a fresh perspective, a strong work ethic, and to connect with players in a way that can actually change the dynamics of a defense that has struggled at times to keep up in today's pass-happy NFL. The official announcement dropped with the news that Shiloh Sanders will take on the role of assistant defensive backs coach here in Dallas, a position that is crucial given how much emphasis teams put on their secondary in the modern game. The Cowboys' defense, while talented, has shown cracks, especially in the secondary, allowing some explosive plays that have cost the team dearly. With Shiloh on board, the hope is that the Cowboys will tighten things up, learn to play more disciplined, aggressive, and fundamentally sound football, and develop a secondary that not only defends but creates game-changing turnovers. What's really exciting is how this hiring aligns with the Cowboys' broader vision of building a well-rounded championship-caliber team. Head coach Mike McCarthy, who's always been keen on adding sharp minds to his coaching staff, expressed his enthusiasm about bringing Shiloh into the fold. He said something along the lines of, "We're excited to have Shiloh join our coaching staff. He brings energy, fresh ideas, and a proven track record of developing talent that can make a difference." That's huge because it shows the Cowboys aren't just making this hire for optics. They truly believe Shiloh Sanders can help elevate the defensive backs, bring a new culture, and instill a competitive mentality that the team has needed. Let's be honest, the Cowboys have an incredibly potent offense led by Dak Prescott, and to reach the next level, the defense has to step up. The secondary in particular has been under the microscope for a while now. They've had talented players, sure, but consistency and execution have been lacking. Adding someone like Shiloh, who understands the intricacies of defensive back play, both as a former player and coach, might be the piece that finally makes this defense a force to be reckoned with. It's also worth noting that Shiloh's coaching style reflects a modern, aggressive approach to defense. He emphasizes man-to-man coverage and physicality, things that are vital to disrupting offenses that rely heavily on timing and rhythm between quarterbacks and wide receivers. But more than that, Shiloh focuses on ball skills. He wants his defensive backs to be playmakers, to jump routes, force turnovers, and be a constant threat that offensive coordinators have to game plan around. That kind of mentality can transform a secondary from merely competent to downright dominant. When you combine that with his deep understanding of fundamentals, footwork, and situational awareness, you get a coach who can nurture raw talent and turn it into NFL-ready performance. And let's not overlook the intangible aspects. Shiloh Sanders is known for his ability to connect with players on a personal level. In today's NFL, relationships matter. Players want to feel understood, motivated, and respected by their coaches. Shiloh's youth energy, and relatability make him an ideal mentor for the younger defensive backs on the Cowboys roster. That connection could mean better communication on the field, stronger locker room chemistry, and ultimately better execution on game day. Now, thinking ahead, what does this mean for the Cowboys season? The expectations should be high. We can anticipate noticeable improvements in the secondary's coverage, fewer breakdowns, and hopefully a higher number of turnovers generated. Players like insert relevant current Cowboys defensive backs could see a serious jump in their development under Shiloh's tutelage. That's key because these players have all the talent. They just need the right coaching to unlock their full potential. Moreover, this hire signals a subtle shift in the Cowboys' defense philosophy. While Mike McCarthy's teams have traditionally been balanced, adding Shiloh could push the defense toward a more aggressive, dynamic style that focuses on disrupting the offense's timing rather than merely reacting. That kind of approach is exactly what you need to combat the high-octane offenses in the league today. It's about imposing your will on the opposing offense, forcing mistakes, and capitalizing on those opportunities. And beyond just the on-field benefits, Shiloh's arrival injects fresh energy into the locker room. The buzz from fans, players, and analysts alike has been overwhelmingly positive. Social media has been lit up with excitement. Cowboys fans are hyped to see a new coach with that Sanders swagger. There's something electric about bringing in the son of Deion Sanders, given how much prime time meant to football fans and how he revolutionized the cornerback position. The hope is that Shiloh brings some of that magic and confidence to Dallas. Many analysts have pointed out that this move shows the Cowboys' commitment to investing in coaching talent, not just player talent. The NFL is as much about coaching as it is about the athletes on the field, and hiring a promising young coach like Shiloh indicates that the Cowboys want to build a winning culture that lasts. You can almost see the blueprint here. Combine Dak Prescott and the explosive offense with a revamped, aggressive defense led in part by coaches like Shilo Sanders, and you have a team that can truly contend for a Super Bowl. Of course, it won't happen overnight. Coaching transitions always take time. The true impact of Shilo Sanders will start to show in training camp and preseason games when you see how the secondary operates under his guidance. Pay attention to communication, coverage schemes, and how the defensive backs react to in-game situations. That will be a major indicator of how quickly Shiloh's influence is taking hold. And of course, player development is crucial. Watch for young defensive backs making strides, perhaps previously overlooked players who start to break out and deliver solid, consistent performances. That's the hallmark of a good position coach. Plus, there will be plenty of interviews and media opportunities where Shiloh will share his vision for the defense. Listening to those insights will give you a window into the new culture he wants to create in Dallas. For Cowboys fans who have endured some frustrating defensive performances in recent seasons, this hire should feel like a breath of fresh air. It's a signal that the franchise is serious about addressing its weaknesses and that they're willing to invest in the future by bringing in talented coaches who can grow with the team. Shiloh Sanders' story is also inspiring beyond football. He's a young coach with a strong work ethic, someone who's earned his stripes through hard work and dedication, rather than just riding on his famous last name. That kind of mindset sets a great example for players and fans alike. It speaks to a culture of meritocracy, of proving yourself every day, which is exactly what you want in a high-pressure, results-driven environment like the NFL. So as the Cowboys prepare for the upcoming season, all eyes will be on how this coaching hire translates into tangible improvements on the field. Will the secondary become more stingy? Will turnovers increase? Will the defense finally be able to complement the offense and carry Dallas deep into the playoffs? So those are the questions that we'll be eagerly watching. But one thing is certain, this is an exciting, hopeful moment for Cowboys fans. The addition of Shilo Sanders adds a new dimension to the coaching staff and brings renewed optimism to a team that is hungry for success. As always, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this hiring? How do you see Shiloh's presence impacting the Cowboys defense this season? Drop your thoughts and predictions down below in the comments. And if you're as pumped as I am about this news, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update from this channel. We're going to be tracking Shiloh Sanders' progress closely, breaking down his impact, and bringing you exclusive analysis all season long. Cowboys Nation, the future just got a whole lot brighter, and it starts now. How about them Cowboys?